morning, students. The answer for the question which I asked in the last video is this one, in which we remove all the atoms or the constituent particles present on one of the phase diagonal. This is the answer. You can try it out. If any doubts are there, you can ask me in the comments. Now next I am continuing with close packed structures. Now close packed structures, of what we are talking about? We are talking about how these constituent particles are arranged. We will be studying this under different headings like one dimension packing, two dimension or three dimensional packing. The first I am considering one dimension packing. One dimension packing means we will be only putting the constituent particles in one row, that's it. Suppose I have this as a constituent particle. You can have another constituent particle. You can have another one present like this. You can have the next one. You can have one more and go on. I have drawn like this. You may draw this way or any other way. But the arrangement will be like this, a straight line. They will be placed in such a manner that they occupy the minimum space. Of course, you may try it out by putting them in a zigzag manner. We are studying crystal structures where regular packing is there. So now, one more term we will be studying here, that is coordination number. Now, what is coordination number? Coordination number is how many constituent particles are directly in contact with that particular particle. We can say number of adjacent constituent particles. Adjacent here means which are in direct contact of it. For example, if I see here one dimensional packing, if I take this as my reference, just next to it there is one this side, there is one this side. So how many constituent particles are surrounding this one? 2. So in one dimensional packing, the coordination number is always 2. You can talk about this one. This is in direct contact of 2. It's something like when many children are standing in a row, one student will be surrounded by 2, one this side and one this side. So it's something like this. These particles are all placed in one line and any one particle in the center. We don't talk about the ones which are there at the end. Don't talk about this. The one that is there in the bulk. That is surrounded by 2. So its coordination number is 2. Right? Next one. We will consider two-dimensional packing. Two-dimensional packing means this is one row. We will put many rows now. Like for example, if I draw like this, this is one row I am making. Okay. Now, if I have to place one more row below it, and many such rows, of course, one plane mate is lying. If I put this is one possibility, children. I have drawn here one possibility. Below that, one more is there possible. That means second row is exactly like the first row. Second, third, or all the rows are exactly like the first one. They are placed just one behind the other. We can say all rows are same. It can be A. It is also called as AA type of packing. Means A, dash, either side you can write this packing. If I want to find the coordination number here, I will mark any one my reference atom. This reference atom is in direct contact with how many constituent particles? Can check here. It is in this is in direct contact of this one here, this one here, and this one. We will not consider these because this is not in direct contact with this. So this is in direct contact with only these. So if I join them all together, I get something like a square. So this is called as square close packing. It is square close packing. This is one possibility in 2 dimension. Another possibility in 2 dimension, if I draw these coincident particles like this, 1, 2, this is one row I am making. Another row may not be exactly like the first one. Suppose it is occupying the gap of the first row. Second row is occupying the gap of the first. Third row is occupying the gap of the second. And so on. I may have further like this. In this, if I consider any one reference, this is in direct contact of how many? See this one, this one, this one, all 6. It is in direct contact with 6. If I join all these particles with which it is in direct contact, I get something like a hexagon. And I will call this as hexagonal closed packing. Hexagonal closed packing. Now this is surrounded by how many? 6. So we will say this is having coordination number 6. Here the coordination number is 4. Another thing. This first row, second row, third row are not the same. First and third are same. Second and fourth will be same. So it is called as A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B type of packing. Okay, this is a 2-dimension packing. Till here it is clear? Please note down. With 3-dimension packing. Now in 3-dimensional packing, the first one, square closed packing. Square closed packing. Like we have done square closed packing in 2 dimension, that was one layer only. That is one row, second row, third row, you will get one layer. Exactly above that and exactly below this, you have a similar pattern. Then it is called as square closed packing. So since it is 3D, that clearly I will not be able to show, but I will explain it. That black color one is first row. That red color exactly I have tried to put it over those black ones. Below this also one more row is there, that is also exactly below that black color circles. So suppose I take this as the reference. That is not a red one, the black one which is there in the center, that as a reference if I am taking. That will be in direct contact with 6. How? Suppose I take this one as, if I isolate it and show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have isolated this part. This part, children, I have isolated and drawn here. Above this also there is one. So there are one that is just above it will be touching this sphere. Below that also will be touching. So total how many? These 4 here plus 1 above and 1 below. Got it? So the one, just try to have some spheres with you and place such an arrangement, then I think you'll be able to follow better. So here the coordination number in square closed packing is 6. 4 in the same and 1 above it, 1 below it. This will be surrounded by 6. Surrounded means in direct contact with 6. Next you have is hexagonal closed packing. Hexagonal closed packing, suppose this is my center layer, the layer with which reference I am talking. If I place in 2-dimension hexagonal, it is 2 dimension, 1 layer, second layer in the gap of the first, third layer in the gap of the second and so on. These circles which I have marked are one type of those gaps. Okay. So if I place the top layer, means over this, if I am putting the spheres like this one is placed over it, this one is placed over it, this one is placed over it, and below this also there will be some gaps. Exactly below this I place that blue one. Exactly below this gap I place this blue one, and below this I place this one, I place this one. So total this center one will be surrounded by how many? 12. How 12? 6 in the same, 3 above it and 3 below it. They will be in direct contact of this. So the coordination number in this case is 12. This one, children, first layer, second layer, third layer, all are same. So we call this as A type of packing. It goes on like that. In this case, alternate layer is same. So it is called as A, B type of packing. A, B. Every alternate layer will be same. Now if I am placing like this, see these crosses I have marked one type of void, one type of gap. This type of gap which is facing down. This is another type of gap which is facing up, the circle one which I have shown here. So if the top layer is on these circles, this one, the top layer is on the circle and the bottom layer is on the crosses, then I get such an arrangement where this and this are also not same. We can say all three are different. This type of packing is called as ABC type of packing. ABC, it will be like this. Now if I want to mark here the coordination number, this if is my reference, it will be surrounded by 12 directly. How 12? These 6 in one row, 3 above it will be touching, 3 below it also will be touching this one. So we can say in this case also the coordination number is 12. Coordination number was 6 here. Coordination number is 12 in hexagonal closed pack. Okay, till here it is clear, children? Please note down. Now one new term we will study in solid state, that is voids. Now voids means gaps. When those spheres are arranged, they will definitely have some gap in between. And the gap is called as void. What way they are arranged? On that basis, voids can be of two types. First one, tetrahedral void, as the name only says. That gap which is surrounded by 4 spheres. A gap surrounded by 4 spheres. Suppose I place 3 spheres like this. There is a gap in this. Okay. On this gap, if I place one more sphere, the gap inside this will be called as tetrahedral void. That void is surrounded by 4 spheres. So it is called as tetrahedral void. Octahedral void. Octahedral void means, suppose I keep actually it means a gap surrounded by 6 spheres, or in between the 6 spheres the gap is called as octahedral void. Suppose I place 4 spheres like this, there will be a gap in between. One sphere if I place over it, one sphere below this, exactly below it, inside this a void which is created is called as octahedral void. Is called as octahedral void. Now it is said that if you have n spheres, they will have n octahedral voids. They will have n octahedral voids. And that n spheres will have 2n tetrahedral voids. Tetrahedral voids. Okay, please note down. We will see how to locate these voids also.